basically growing up, I really liked snorkeling, and I think I bought it myself, one of the little snorkeling kit from Costco. And then my parents, we were going to go down to Cuba for a family vacation, and I thought to myself, basically, is that I just want to try scuba diving. So I signed up for some local lessons and basically took the lessons, went to Cuba, did a scuba diving tour there, and have been going scuba diving ever since. One of the things is that here with the snorkeling, you see seen some bass, some smaller fish and stuff in Ontario waters, but going to Cuba, I wanted to see all the tropical, all the colors and all the crazy other stuff. And also, I just really wanted to see the whole other place that is available for scuba diving. All the stuff that barely anyone else on the planet gets to see with their actual eyes. They see it on a TV and stuff, but that's nothing compared to what you can actually see face to face underwater.
What have been some of the coolest things that you've seen?
Was it 2 years ago? It was in Mexico, and I went scuba diving there, and you just saw some stingray, some more eels, saw some giant crabs that were like, the bodies of the crabs were about 8 inches wide, and with their legs, they were like 16, 17 inches thing. Just basically the most interesting places is in the tropics. Just see so many different colors that just amaze you, and just you can see for hundreds of feet underwater there. Just amazing what you can see with all the different colors and different types of wildlife that we just don't even think about up here in Canada. It was unreal. Basically, you did training in a pool. You got used to being underwater, but the first time being in the wild was in Cuba, and just amazing. Got to see starfish, all sorts of crazy colored fish. Just amazed at all the creation that God has given us, that I was able and privileged to see up close and personally. The best diving in Ontario is actually up north in Tobermory. It's basically some of the top it's the top diving in Canada. There's an area there which is basically, it's a scuba diving park where you have to get a permit to dive there, but there's shipwrecks that have been purposely sunk for you to go diving in. You can dive through some old ships, some metal ships. There's a giant ship called the Niagara II, which you can swim right through the belly of it. There's some other old wooden schooners that sank in the 1800s that you can swim over top of. And one of the nice things about Tobermory, it is very cold, but because of that, the visibility is really good. You get to see like 50 feet, because Canada, typically, visibility is like 10 feet. Mm. You don't typically get the best visibility, at least in Ontario lakes. Training, and always do what you are comfortable with. If you are not comfortable, you stop doing it, because the second you become uncomfortable, mistakes can happen, and when you're underwater, mistakes can be deadly. But training is the one thing that you will train, and get used to all emergency situations. someone who knows where you are at all times and keeps an eye on you for any possible issues, but also someone who's there to just have a good time with you and just enjoy the experience. And you just basically look at the sights together and just look at each other every 30 seconds and make sure everything, you do the okay signal.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do a thumbs up. Thumbs up means you want to go up. Okay. There is actually it's Patty Junior Buddy. I think with that you can be 12 years old to actually get it. But with that, you basically can't. I'm not sure if you have to be. You are a licensed scuba diver, and you have to be with. I think you can't just be with a buddy. I think you have to be with someone who's a dive master or your guardian. I think I could relate it to dive into God's word is something that is best done with someone else. So your dive buddy, learn with someone else. You can always get more away from the Bible if you talk to someone else about it, and just have, even if it's just talking to someone, or if you have your parents or teacher explain to you what something is that you don't know, but having your dive buddy help you learn more about what God has for you in store for you.